I got my buddy.
Hassan.
I got my
Yeah,
buddy here, Hassan. It's been a while, but let's talk about this direct. What was this? The date? It is the second of no, it's the 9th of February, 2022. Nintendo Direct has just finished, and I don't know about you, but I am extremely gassed. Mario Kart
yeah.
DLC, all the Earthbounds, like apart from three, but it's coming, right?
J-Pop, JRPG heaven.
JRPG Heaven, and you're about to pick up your first Switch, right?
Yeah,
This
yeah, I am.
this
Yeah,
summer or this spring, hopefully. What a time to jump
yeah.
in,
This
right?
spring definitely, I'm gonna grab it.
What a time to
Yeah,
jump
yeah.
in. I've always Mario Kart. I've always wanted them to take advantage of the huge install base, right? And they are finally doing it, and I'm just ecstatic that there's new stuff to play.
Yeah, it took him a while. Took him a while.
Coco
Yeah, but
Mountain.
it's eight. It's six phases of like eight tracks.
It,
That's a lot of tracks they're
it
adding.
basically they finished with Smash Brothers Ultimate, like the trickling out of all the DLC fighters, and now they started a new pass for
Yeah,
essentially a new, and it's like a fight pass, isn't it?
that's
They're
it.
doing
That's
it for
it.
Mario Kart now, whereas rather
Yeah,
than
yeah, yeah.
creating an Ultimate Mario Kart, a new one, this is essentially the Ultimate one. So like how they bring in all the fighters. I always said this, like, why don't you just bring in every single modernized version of every racetrack from every Mario Kart game into this one and make this the ultimate one.
Yeah, but
And
they did confirm. They did confirm that a new Mario Kart is coming.
yeah, like Mario Kart 9 is coming. That's going to change up the gameplay and
But
stuff.
there's a big gimmick. They said, yeah, they said there's a big change. So we don't know what that is yet. Nintendo just stunting on us. They're saying there's a new gimmick that
But
they're very proud of. So we'll see what happens with it.
but
But
all the levels,
but
I
for now,
mean,
this one is going to be the perfect one. This will be the perfect Mario Kart
if
because
you if
eight
you
was already sick.
if you add up 48 new levels with the
Uh,
48 exist levels, is that technically every single level if you had to add it up? We'll have to figure that out at some stage,
maybe.
but
No, I think no. I think it's just the hits. Yeah, I think it's just the hits.
because on
Definitely.
that Mario Kart game on the phone, they actually had like new levels, new variations, like HD modified versions
Oh, I
of
don't know. I
like
never
Koopa
tried. I
Troopa
never tried.
Beach and all
Yeah.
of that from N64, and I was like so annoyed. I was like, this is what I wanted on the actual game, on the console, not on the app. And it looks like they're
Yeah.
doing that now because I saw one of my
Yeah.
favorite levels, Coco Mountain. You can play four
Yeah.
players with the music, whereas on N64, if you play four players, the music cuts out. It only allows music
Oh
on
yeah, of
two.
course. Yeah, that old glitch. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I
old
mean
glitch.
this it's because I
Yeah.
guess limitation in it. Two players they have the
Yeah, of
music.
course, of course.
So
That's
anyway, we'll talk about that when we get to it. So
let's
first
start
of
from the
all,
top. Yeah.
right from the top, we're gonna follow Nibel and Nibelian. Um, New to Twitter, by the way, guys. I've just literally signed up just so I can watch this tweet. Thanks to Mr. Hassan over here. You're avid tweet guy. Well, you're on as in you
Yeah.
use Twitter a lot. So he basically lists out
Yeah.
every single release with a little picture, as you can see. First game, Fire Emblem Warriors. Three Hopes. Is that a new game?
Yeah,
Is
which
that a
is surprise.
DLC?
Another Warriors game.
Is
No,
that
no, it's a new game based on. You know, you had Fire Emblem Three Houses
yeah?
on Switch.
And this
So
is
this is
Three
a new
Hopes,
Warriors game, but based on that world.
not a port.
It's not a port. It's a brand new game. Basically, because Three Houses was really popular on Switch,
Mm.
so they decided to make a whole new Warriors game just for that franchise alone.
The huge install base that happened with the Switch has definitely picked up that game, and as a result, it's meant that they can actually see a benefit in releasing a second edition into that same
Definitely.
franchise,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
Fire
Exactly,
Emblem before
exactly.
that it was pretty dead, right? As in like
No, not really. Yeah, it was a niche game. Like
On the GameCube was the last one, right?
all strategy heads loved it.
Mm.
So it's just one of those games that not many people got to try, but obviously through Three Houses on the Switch, it spreaded it to the mainstream. And there's a new Fire Emblem game in the works as well. But we've not
Yeah.
heard anything of, or we've not seen anything of it just yet. But this is coming. So this is people that love that game will get to spend more time with those characters and play as a like in actual now.
Yeah.
So it'll be really interesting to see how this turns out.
Potentially part of a trilogy, looks like it, right? Three Hopes, so it looks like this could be a
Yeah, I
trilogy.
think I think it's just it. I don't know if they'll push. Yeah, maybe, or just more DLC with the characters. I
Mm,
think they'll just push with more DLC.
awesome,
But
awesome.
we'll see. It depends. It's all on sales. If it sells well, yeah, you'll probably get more. You'll get definitely get more.
Launches June 24th, so that will be this year, I believe.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, summer
So,
game.
Advance Wars 1 and 2 launches April the 8th. Voiced characters, reset turns, fast forward, additional modes, including local online map. You were talking about this
Yeah,
game. You quite like this game, right?
custom maps. Yeah, it was. I had it on a DS. It was addictive. Like
Is it
especially Advance Wars 2.
it's like
It's tactics
tactical?
game. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a tactical war game. Yeah, but it's like, you can imagine just like a cute version of Command and Conquer, but with Nintendo gameplay. The
Yeah.
Nintendo's so it's just really, really playable, accessible to everyone, and it's deep as well. Like it can be very hard.
Yeah.
So I'm
Look,
looking forward
I
to this
mean,
version.
I'm glad that they're porting a Game Boy Advance games over with the, like the new fresh remaster touch to it. Not personally one of my games that I would play. Not really my cup of tea, but definitely happy that you're getting more of an audience with the Switch to play these type of
Yeah, yeah,
classics because I understand it was cool, very popular, and it's been left as a dormant franchise for quite a while, right? So.
yeah. So I believe this resurrection is just to see test the waters. If it does really well, they'll probably carry on with a more like a bigger budget Advance Wars 3.
Yeah, I mean generally they do the remaster of the old ones, and then if it does well, you get a third one or like a new entry, like
Yeah,
like what's that? Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. They did a remaster of 1 and 2.
yeah, yeah.
Was it
The
the
new Pro Skater
trilogy?
game.
And then
Yeah,
they're making a
that's
new one.
brilliant.
Yeah, stuff like that basically.
Yeah,
This was a bit of a unexpected one. No Man's Sky is heading to the Nintendo Switch. Um,
yeah, yeah. I didn't think that would happen, but they've done it. They've done it. They've brought it over.
someone is really happy about that game, by the way. We know who
I'm
that
already
is.
knows. Yeah,
We
yeah.
know who you are. Yeah. Um, but yeah, phenomenal. I'm really glad that they are again widening its well, allowing the huge install base in Nintendo Switch to experience this game because not everyone has played this on other systems or may have it on another system. So it's good for them to try it out, and obviously you're getting the final game. It is built
In
fully
its best form.
in
Yeah,
its
in its
best
best
form.
form.
It is
Yeah,
not
yeah,
the
yeah.
initial launch of the game. It is
It's been
the
through a long road, but Hello Games have won
complete.
people back, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
gonna be a great game. I
good to
reckon
see.
for
I-
Switch users, it'll be great.
I'll be interested to see because that's an Xbox One game, right, and a PS4. I'll be interested to
Yeah,
see what some of the limitations are with the graphical fidelity, frames, and all of that. It'll be interesting to see what they may
hmm
have scaled back to make it work. Um, but
yeah,
glad to see
mostly
that.
probably textures.
It's a
Yeah,
large
yeah,
game, right?
yeah, obviously. Yeah, huge, huge.
Mm.
But the visual style lends to like it working out. I think it's like it's a good game to port over.
You gonna get it?
Maybe not. It's not my kind of thing, to
No,
be
you know, I
fair.
think
Like,
fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah. Oh,
Um,
well, could maybe when it's cheaper, I'll probably pick it up. But like, there's so many games to get.
yeah.
We'll
So
get to it. We'll get to it.
So No Man's Sky launches in this summer. Okay, cool. We
Pack
have
on.
okay. This one I was extremely happy about. New Mario Strikers. All right, this is called
Yeah, I
Mario
was surprised because
Strikers Battle League.
when the trailer dropped, did you not think? I thought it was going to be a Strikers American football game. When I saw the characters in their
Yeah.
armor, like
Oh, you,
land, I
you
was
mean like
thinking it's going to be different.
American football?
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
yeah. That's what I thought when I first saw
It's
the
the
trailer.
it's
But
the
then
helmet.
obviously,
It's the helmet in
yeah,
it.
yeah,
The
yeah. I
helmet
know.
was like, oh, okay. Are they going with like Mario NFL kind of thing? Um, But surprisingly, right, they've released every other Mario like sport iteration. Like they released the tennis, they released the golf. Like I don't care about the golf. Um, okay with the tennis, but I didn't pick it up on the Switch. Um, but they released every single sport version of Mario, and they left this one out. And this was the one that I was really rooting for because I've got a lot of friends and family that obviously play a lot of FIFA, and I enjoy playing FIFA with them locally, but I wouldn't generally play it online or one-on-ones. But to have a sports game like this, I can now introduce to them. It's a whole new ball game, and you can play what 5v5 competitive gameplay,
Yeah, there's 10 people. Yeah,
up to 8 players online online clubs with rankings and up to 20 players. Okay, up to 8 players, I believe it's local. Um, you can literally play 4 versus 4. Um, as far as I'm aware, FIFA used to do 2 versus. We used to do, I think, 4 or 6 players. They used to do 6 players in the past, and now they've limited it to 2 versus 2 locally. And it's been like that for several years and several generations. So the fact that
But
you
I think this
can,
has got a Mario flair now because you've got the attacks.
yeah,
It's a more they say it's more like a
like when you have a bunch of people in the
fun,
house,
aggressive game.
and
So
you can't
yeah.
do more than 4 players on a football game where you have 11 players each, it doesn't make sense. In this game, you've got a few less players. Obviously, I think it's 6 players in total, and you could take control of 4 on either side, possibly. Um, but the fact that you can have that many disposable controllers, players playing at the same time. I mean, I've got so many Switch controllers. You've got, your
Yeah.
your Joy-Cons you can split and pass it over. This is the 8-player game that obviously I wanted it to take off with my friends and families, like Bomberman was supposed to, but no one really gets that game that well, and not everyone enjoys
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Whereas this one, because it's football, it's a lot more easier on the palate for a lot of players and a lot of casual players. So I think, like, I'm a big fan of Mario Strikers. I love the fact that it reminds me of Shaolin Soccer, the film, or is it Shaolin Soccer?
So yeah, the old school days. Oh, yeah,
Kong
shout
or
out to the film.
Shaolin Soccer,
Yeah,
like the crazy football. So
yeah, I remember. Yeah,
I absolutely love it, and I'm just glad that it's on a new system now that I can actually take over the players, people's houses and play it. Looking forward to that. I'm gonna buy that day one, definitely.
when's that launch?
Available June the 10th. Pre-orders begin today.
Oh wow. Okay, summer.
Can't wait. Yeah.
Again,
Now this
another summer.
one,
Yeah.
for some reason, I thought Splatoon 3 was delayed. Well, it wasn't delayed. I thought the announcement was like a year in advance, but actually, what
Oh no, no,
happened?
remember it was delayed. Wasn't it delayed? It was supposed to be out last year, right? And they delayed to this year. Is that
No,
correct?
no, I
I think.
believe.
I think.
So what happened? I think early on in 2021, they announced it for 2022. So I think
Oh yes,
at
you're
the
right. You're
time,
right.
because it
Yeah.
was so early on in the year, it felt like it was like a whole year in advance, which it was 2022. But 2022, we're in it now, and I still was
Mhm.
thinking it's 2023 now in my mind because I had forgotten that they announced it
Yeah.
almost a year ago, and I still felt that it was a year
Pandemic
away.
times, man.
I just felt like it was a year away, and then
Yeah,
and
pandemic
they
timing
said
is very.
summer. They said summer, and I was like, this is brilliant. And you're gonna get the
Mhm.
Switch as well, so you love this game, right?
I'm
So
down. I'm down.
so
Yeah, I
I
really love
really
this
want
game.
to.
It's really good.
I sold part 2 because after they announced this one, I sold that one because I just want
Yeah,
to keep. I'm not
fair,
the
fair.
biggest
Yeah,
Splatoon fan, but I want to get more into it, and I'd rather just play the latest version rather than sticking to the older
yeah.
ones.
That makes sense. It makes
So
sense.
and
So
this co-op mode on Salmon Run returns to Splatoon 3. Interesting. Is that like
yeah, so
a
that's a good
co-op?
mode. Yeah,
Online co-op? Is that?
yeah. It's a co-op. Yeah, online co-op modes. They've got loads of different modes,
Yeah.
and they're just challenged with extra challenges within the like deathmatch. But it's it's a lot of skill and when you got like loads of skilled players, this
Hmm.
game can. It's deceptive how fun this game is. Like,
Yeah, because most traditional shooters, if you don't get the kills, you either getting killed or you're doing nothing. Whereas in this one, if you're not getting the kills, you can level up you can benefit your team by covering the land with your colors, right? So
yeah, and obviously when you're in your own paint, you can move really fast. Your maneuverability
yeah, and
gets even better.
you're basically
As you
conquering
become
more
a
of the
squid, you can
land.
move faster.
So
Yeah, yeah,
there's two ways to win, and
it's
that's a benefit for
that's it.
you're still benefiting the overall game. Like it's like yeah, so you can help the team by just covering the ground with color and paint,
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
which is
Exactly,
beneficial. So I'm not a
exactly.
good shooter. I'll help out with that covering. Oh, you're a good
You get
shooter.
loads.
Take
You
over.
get loads of different weapons and stuff. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You get loads of different weapons and stuff.
Yeah,
But it's
graphics
gonna be big.
looks very similar. I don't see much of a difference. I didn't see much of a difference between Splatoon 1 and 2. I'm sure there'll
See,
be
this is the thing. Like when
better.
you look to this direct, like
Mm.
looking at even the Fire Emblem Warriors and stuff, it's getting that thing where the Switch, obviously stylistically, is always good, but we're hitting that wall where I think they're gonna need a Switch Pro to impress people. Like if you want more games that impress people, the new Switch successor needs to come.
I
But
mean, I would
for
imagine,
now, like I think they've got settled down. With Nintendo games, you don't necessarily need visuals. Like you just need the gameplay to be really good and the performance to be high.
yeah, like a game like this, I don't know if they're gonna hit that 60 FPS, but if they don't, definitely a Switch Pro would benefit in that department.
Yeah, there you
But
go.
but
Yeah,
the
exactly.
but the OLED Switch is gonna look
Hmm.
phenomenal this game because you know
Oh
that
yeah, definitely,
like the
definitely.
dark
The
like
colors
the
pop.
black levels in
Yeah,
the salmon mode you can see it's gonna look so vibrant, the colors it's
that's
gonna
it.
look
Yeah, that's it.
beautiful in that portable mode, and if you have an OLED TV, even better.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Splatoon 3, yeah, so that's coming out. Okay. Front
Summer.
Mission
Okay.
first. I don't know if you know about that. Coming
Yeah.
out.
So Front Mission
Remake.
is a really, really, really good tactical RPG. It's mecha based, like, but it was on the one that you're looking at the moment was actually a sprite based. It was on the Super Nintendo,
Oh, wow. Okay.
and it was a SquareSoft. It was a SquareSoft classic. You know, back when Square was
Ah,
SquareSoft.
yeah, before
So
they got
this one,
combined.
many people would not have touched because the last Front Mission, I think, was PS2.
Hmm.
This Front Mission, and it was pretty like it was alright that one for. But Front Mission 3 was the one that was really everyone's favorite, I think. But now we can get to play one and two because I was too young then. I did play it on
Hmm.
emulation and it wasn't that great. Obviously, my memory is not that great of it. So now this time around with it being remastered, I can really get into it. And they announced the sequels coming too, so that's two straight away.
Hang about. The sequel's a new entry, is it?
No, no, it's a From Mission One and Two were on the Super Nintendo.
Okay, so they're making
So
them both
it's
into
just
like a
it's
bundle
just
pack.
yeah,
You
it's
think?
just a franchise coming back basically. Yeah.
And
So people that were hardcore fans, please, it's for us, the niche.
it, it looks like it's gone up from sprite based to almost like a
3D,
3D
yeah, they've
model,
stepped it up.
in it.
Yeah, they've stepped it up because it's a remake completely now.
Ah, okay, okay, from the ground up. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, not really my
So I
type of
don't, I
game,
don't, I
but
don't think this is
glad.
going to be huge, but yeah, it's going to be for the strategy heads. They've got their work cut out for them now. We've
A,
got
b-
loads of options.
a bit of a concern is that a lot of these games, which was like a bunch of classics being remade, which is awesome, I'm a bit worried that these are all going to be digital only on the eShop and not in physical format. And
Ah,
if that is the
100%. Yeah, I
case,
would love them to be physical.
I'd
Yeah.
be a bit annoyed because if you're going to rely on limited run games to make these, they're going to charging like 35, 45, and then if you don't get it, it's going to go on eBay and get scalped. So I'd rather that they release them
Oh yeah,
on
yeah,
Amazon for
yeah.
like $20 and then it goes on sale for 15
But
pounds.
hopefully, because it's Square, it's Square Games, so
Yeah.
hopefully, like
But
Square
a
wise up
lot
and
of these like remakes, like older games that we saw in the direct, I'm hoping they do get that physical treatment.
digital only. Oh, okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
hopefully,
hopefully,
I
yeah.
agree. I want that.
And also I'm hoping like things like Earthbound and stuff like that. I'm hoping that they get in like a bundle pack, so like part one and two together. Like
Oh, for sure, yeah, for sure. You
that
want that.
that tank game, tactical one. What was it called again?
Yes, yeah. Advanced Wars.
Yeah, like that would probably be
Yeah, one
together,
or two.
right?
Yeah,
You don't want to split that
I
up.
believe that would be physical, definitely. Yeah.
Physical and together, like a bundle pack, definitely a good option.
So these ones look like they'll probably be digital because the first front mission is being released,
Mm.
and then the second one they've just said it's in development straight after, so
So
we
that's
won't
what I'm
get them at the
saying.
same time.
You know what that sounds
Yeah,
like.
so
First one comes out
digital, yeah,
digital, second one
yeah,
comes out,
yeah.
then they release the bundle together in physical
There we go.
format,
Yeah,
and
so
then
you
you
can
have to
wait or you can play.
double dip, triple dip, or up to you. But I know it's a bit annoying like that. In my instance, I would wait a little bit just to see if a physical does come out.
Yeah.
Next one, Disney Speedstorm announced.
So this is interesting because
Disney Pixar Racer.
we had Chocobo Racing announced just recently. I
Yeah,
think it comes out spring, right?
Square Enix characters.
Yeah. So we've got that, and we've got this now, and we've got the King Mario Kart. So you've got three games that are coming out that are
Don't forget Sonic Team Racing.
like fine. Oh, that too. Yes. That
I'm a big
too.
Sonic fan. But okay, here's the benefit, and here is the thing that I think is gonna make this do better than the others. It is free to play, cross-platform, and online. You know what that means, right? It's gonna come out on the PS4, PS5,
Oh yeah, of
Xbox,
course, of
Xbox One,
course, of
Xbox
course.
Series, Nintendo Switch. It's gonna come out on all of them, and there's no excuse. Like people, like I bought Team Racing, so Team Racing, but none of my friends did.
Hmm.
Like everyone's got
Yeah,
Mario
yeah,
Kart, but
okay,
everyone's played
okay.
that to
Yeah, yeah.
death, right? Now we might have something to play because we got DLC. But every other racer, no one gives a damn. I mean, I don't personally like every single racer, kart racer.
Yeah, it's hard to get a
I
lot of
do
people
limit it.
involved. Yeah.
Like I bought the Crash Team Racing remake and then I sold it because I wasn't gonna play it. And I remember Mario Mickey Speedway USA on the N64. I paid £50 back in the 90s, early 90s, and I got bumped because I barely ever played it. It was hard as hell, and it was a crap game. And it's like a thorn in my history.
But also, what they said in the trailer for this was it was developed by the team that made Asphalt, and, and
Asphalt, remind me.
that was
Asphalt,
reviewed really, really well, if I'm remembered. I
Asphalt.
remember it being reviewed really well. So this game in particular, Asphalt, I know it was reviewed really well. So it's probably going in its favor that it's being made by a team that has good experience.
Remind me what Asphalt is again. Asphalt. Oh
It was
wait.
like a
There's
multiplayer racer a little while ago. Yeah.
is it not the sprite-based game? Bit like Mega Man, like Asphalt
I don't think so.
side
Is it?
side-scrolling game. I believe they made um, Asphalt, or maybe it's
I'm
just a
sure
game.
it was side-scrolling. I think it's a
Okay,
racing game. Definitely, it's a racing game.
yeah.
But it was. I remember it being reviewed really well. People might have to correct us on
Yeah.
that one, but I
But okay,
remember it being reviewed
so
well. But
initially I was
so
like, hell
solid
no,
team.
I'm not gonna give you money again because I know you're gonna disappoint me. But I do like the fact
But
that
it's free to play.
Disney and Pixar are coming in on a collection so that you can see those characters again in a new format. And also the fact that it's free means that I will get it. It's
Yeah,
easy to
you
jump
got no
into.
choice. Like, yeah, you just try it out. If it's rubbish, delete.
Bro, we could do Let's Play on that one. Any free games you don't need to buy and take your money away from your RPGs.
There we go.
So you could
My
try
Final
it
Fantasy
out,
subscription
give
is
it
safe. Yeah,
a give it a go, right? Give it a go. All right,
yeah.
so that's awesome, and I think everyone could pick that up for free and not have any
When is that
issues
out? Did they say?
because all the free-to-play shooters are free. Apex Legends are on Switch,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They need
Fortnite.
to get in on that market.
Let,
Live service is a
let,
big battle.
let's get a free racer on there, and
There's a big battle for live service.
let's get a free
Yeah.
platformer, and then we got the variety, right? I'm
Hmm.
not sure when that's
Definitely, I'm not
out.
against that.
I think that's in summer, maybe. Okay, Star Wars: The Force Unleashed Wii version. It says in brackets. Nintendo Switch on
I'm
April
not
the
a massive. I'm
20th.
not like that's like been for me. It's like been there, done that. It was a good game. For people that haven't played it before, that's great. But like, yeah, it was a good game. Like Force Unleashed got better as it went along. But yeah,
Mm. I picked it
it's a
up.
good shout. It's a good shout.
I picked it up on the 360 because I plan to play it
Hmm.
with the Kinect
Oh, awesome.
because it
Yeah,
allows you to do the hand movement and stuff like that. And I believe it's backwards compatible to the mm,
series. Okay.
maybe it's backwards compatible to Series X. It's definitely backwards compatible to the Xbox One, so you can play on the Xbox One. So that's what I like about it. So
Well, Xbox too well.
I'm probably I don't remember the quality being that low though. I thought it was a bit more advanced, but I maybe look at the cover for too long and not at the actual gameplay.
Yeah.
It
Times. Yeah, the
it does
times,
look a bit
man.
muddy, like if the Wii games. Cool. So that's
That's
coming
it.
out April the 20th. A lot of games. They did say everything is between the first quarter of this year, right?
That's it. That's it.
So that's why they're
Exactly.
going to be in that window. Okay, I don't know what these games are. Assassin's Creed, the EZO collection is coming to
Okay,
Switch
so
on
this is
February
the
17th.
Asia collection. Is I'm not an Assassin's Creed player, but I do know for a fact it's the saga of all the early Assassin's Creed games,
Prequels?
the mainline story. So it's the most popular of all the Assassin's Creed like time zones.
Is it
This
like,
character,
how he
Ezio's
transforms into
collection.
the pirate one and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
other one?
exactly, exactly.
They've
So
taken one of each.
it's the original story. This is the original story of that like his saga. So I think it should be 1, 2, and 3.
So Assassin's Creed 1, 2, and 3, is that referred to as the
It's the
Ezio collection?
ASIO. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, we're gonna have to double look at that, but I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it is. So it's 1, 2, and 3.
Because
Like two being the most popular of all of them.
I was looking for the title to come up, 1, 2, and 3 somewhere, but even the screenplay, like the gameplay, didn't show it. So I was like, huh, is this some sort of like a
Mm.
portable version now on the console kind of thing? Okay, it's
No,
got
I
it's
think
got
it covers all the good. It covers all the good ones. Yeah,
HD
the ones
rumble,
that was
touchscreen
out already,
control.
wasn't it?
I
Was it
thought
Shadow Drop?
I thought
Was it?
Assassin's Creed was
Or...
already on the Switch, but it may be like maybe Assassin's Creed 3 or 2, something like that.
No, it's definitely the old ones. 1, 2, and 3. I'm guessing it's 1, 2, and
No, no,
3 for sure.
this collection, right? But there's already an
Yeah,
Assassin's Creed already on the Switch, I believe. There is one that's
the
already
later
out.
ones, isn't it?
I think it's like that pirate one or something. There is
Black
one.
Flag. Yeah,
Yeah. So they've already released
yeah.
one game on there. So I'm guessing it's 1, 2, and 3, and then they started going into like the Black Flag and different titles rather than numbering it, right? So,
Exactly. Yeah.
okay, that's good to have. I mean, this is like probably Prince of Persia type of era, right? PS2
The newer
graphics
remakes. Yeah, 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 yeah.
era,
Like it's
yeah.
better. Like it got better, but yeah, yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, it's old.
Or was it Xbox 360 era?
The later ones was three. I think 3 was that era. 2 and 3. Like 1 was pretty
Ah,
old, but
one must have been the original Xbox or something. Cool. Um, SD Gundam Battle Alliance coming to
that's for the
Switch this year.
Japanese only. Like I'm a Gundam fan of the anime, not the games. Like only the Capcom make a game, which is like really good. But
Okay.
yeah, the rest of them, nah. So this is just one of those ones that probably sell a few units in Japan, but not
So
really
you like the
elsewhere.
Capcom made ones?
Yeah, there's a Capcom made one. There's one that just recently got released on PS4,
Mm.
and it's mainly an arcade game. But yeah, those ones are more like really well designed
Okay.
combat, like 2 on 2, 2 versus 2. But yeah,
Yeah,
but these ones are like joke strategy games, so they're not really. We can pass that one.
I'm not interested in that. It just looks
Yeah,
boring. What was that Demon X Machina that came out and it bombed hard, right?
yeah, I've got. Oh yeah,
It looked really cool,
yeah, I
but
know. Yeah,
it
yeah,
bombed hard,
that's
right?
also
So
good.
so I would
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
if you really want to play a Gundam type game, play that one. It looks way more cooler than this one at least, but
yeah, definitely. If you got if you got a Switch, definitely. Yeah,
yeah. I think they fixed a lot of the bugs and the frame rate on that game as well with updates. Okay, Chrono Cross Remaster
sweet. Yeah,
revealed, coming to Switch on April 7th. Got a
yeah.
bone to pick with you, Nintendo. I actually I bought the American import, right? It's the greatest hit version because they released Chrono Cross 1 and Chrono Cross 2, I believe in a double pack.
Uh, oh,
Or like
Chrono Trigger, and Chrono Cross
or
together.
no, I think they released it individually, yeah. So I've got Chrono Cross
Okay,
and Chrono Trigger both on the PS1 to play on my
okay,
PS3.
yeah.
Um, and I got a PS2 um, a modded PS2 that I had to buy, cheap one. They're not that expensive, by the
Sweet.
way. You can buy them
Yeah.
for less than like £70. But I picked that up and I bought the American physical copy, the official game, because I don't want to play
Mhm.
like burnt discs. And that was my way of playing Chrono Cross. I haven't played it yet. I'm still prepared to play it, and I wanted to play it from Chrono Trigger first of all. And now they go and release this, but the OCD in me would like it to be both games on the same
So
system.
you want it's a Chrono Trigger, is it
Chrono Trigger is
on the
not on
Switch?
the
I've not
Switch.
looked. I
It's
don't know.
not on the.
Yeah, so this is the problem. Yeah.
It's not on the
But the thing
SNES
is, they
online.
are they are like they are like spiritual sequels as opposed to direct.
Yeah,
You can play Chrono Cross and not know anything about Trigger. Just timeline wise, you want to play Trigger. Trigger's an important RPG, but you can play Chrono Cross and not know anything about Chrono Trigger. You can do that. It's completely okay.
understandable. Yeah, but I think I'll keep them both on there because again, Chrono Trigger, the first one, again, I had to
Mhm.
buy an American copy, I believe, because it came out. Did it come out in PAL territory for the
It did
PS?
on Super instead, but not for
Yeah,
PlayStation.
but
Oh no, you got I think PS1. PS1, there was a PS1 release.
so they basically had a digital version on the PS3 of that game,
Okay.
but they stupidly removed it in the PAL
Oh no.
territory, so I
Oh,
couldn't buy
okay.
that. I got pissed off. This was during the time when the store was about to shut down, and then I started googling and finding it on eBay, and I bought a copy of that. Funnily,
Sweet.
Chrono Trigger is cheaper than Chrono Cross. I don't know why, but it
Interesting.
is what
Yeah.
it is, right? And so I got those two physical versions. I want to play that. I guess I'll play on the PS console.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but they best not release Chrono Trigger after I've started playing it. I
Yeah,
will be pissed
that would
off.
be that would be.
Because
I can see it coming, but
once I
I think
complete it, I
we
don't
can
tend to
wait.
go back. So I want my save file to be the final version. To play it
Sweet.
again,
Yeah, I
I'd be
get you.
annoyed. Okay, anyway, that's coming out on April the 7th. Interesting. Um, what's this? Yeah, Kirby. Kirby.
Kirby look good, man. That looks good. I know you're hating on Kirby, but that actually looks interesting
Jigglypuff.
to
Okay.
play. That one looks really fun. It's Kirby. Kirby's cool, man. Kirby's like
Kirby's Odyssey, right?
apocalyptic, post-apocalyptic Kirby.
It's
It's
like a fake.
post-apocalyptic. Last of Us. Last of Us.
It's a fake Mario
It's
Odyssey.
Last of Us Kirby.
Last of Us, yeah, yeah. Apocalyptic,
It's
is it?
Last of Us Kirby.
Yeah, it
But yeah, no,
looks.
Kirby's good. It's good. It's a really, really
Yeah.
inventive game, man. It's a really
I
inventive
mean,
game. You swallow whatever you turn and gain the powers of. It's there's just so much
yeah.
variety in that
I'm
platform
not a fan
game.
of temporary
That's why you can't cast
moves
it.
because that's why I don't like the fact
Okay.
that.
Oh, okay.
That's why
Okay.
one of the things I
Okay.
didn't like about Kirby in the first place is that, yeah, that's what I like to play with in Smash as well. He doesn't have his own moves that you can master. He has everybody else's moves. So
That's
say
it. Yeah.
say you're playing in Smash Bros. And you don't pick that, someone doesn't pick Link and he can't suck his powers. You have to learn a new move or learn someone else's move that you
You
sucked
have to
up.
be the guy who can play as anyone.
Yeah, so you're either going to be a master if you play with Kirby, or you're going to be just
That's it.
you're just going to suck. So
Finished. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so it's like, and okay, this looks better
Well, we'll
than
see.
it's
Hopefully they get. I don't know. Yeah. It
it's a
looks fun. It
platformer.
looks fun.
It looks
It does look fun.
better than the other garbage game that they released. Battle All Stars. What was it? The free one where it's like they
Yeah, I
pay.
know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Ugh, I hated that game. I think it was free though, but I didn't like it. Cool. All right. That's coming out. What was it?
It's
Uh,
summer.
I think it's summer. Was it summer? Doesn't matter. Um, Let me know how it is. MLB The Show 2022 sports game.
Yeah, 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 possible. If you like, I like baseball, but not in that capacity.
Only thing I like about this game is that it's the
To play, but
it's the full version. It's none of that EA Reduction Legacy Edition like the FIFA on the
yeah,
Switch.
I get you.
It's the
Yeah.
full version. It features cross progression and online play. So cross progression. You can take this game to the PC,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All the other games, wherever the
maybe to the
game is,
other
maybe.
systems, maybe to other
Yeah,
systems.
using EA Origin, maybe you have to upload the file to EA server and then
That's
pick it
good.
up again.
That's good.
Yeah,
I
so
think it has
I
cross.
think
I think it has cross play as well. Maybe. Who knows?
that might be insane.
Anyway, it's just good to see a
Mhm.
PlayStation-owned game now available on the Switch and on the Xbox. It's just good to see that those walls breaking down, even though they may have not been happy to do so, and it was, I think, maybe forced by, was it 2K?
Yeah, yeah,
I
I think
think
so.
2K
Yeah.
forced their hand on that, but yeah, happy either way. Bro, I'm extremely happy about this game. Klonoa. Klonoa is
Oh
coming to the
man, yes.
Switch.
Yeah,
Wow.
when I saw that, I was thinking, are you crazy? Hello? I thought that was correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't it a Sony game?
Yeah, originally PS1,
Yeah, yeah.
Phantom,
That's it. That's right. Yeah, I
Pantomime or
fucking
something.
adored.
Yeah.
I played that randomly on PlayStation and I loved it. And I was like, this needs to continue. Like, we need more. But it never did.
I've watched like this video on it. This YouTuber does it. I forgot his name. Um, what was his name? He does a lot of these remake or re-break
Yeah, it goes
videos.
back. Yeah, yeah.
He did a talk about this game and why. I mean, they made two versions on the Game Boy Advance.
Oh, I don't
They made like an RPG
know.
version
I
one
don't
as
know.
well.
Okay.
They had two Klonoa puzzle games. I've completed one on the Game Boy, and the second one I need to do. I completed the first one, Phantom. Oh, what's the name? Anyway, the
Yeah, I
first
can always
one.
remember.
I basically put the
Phantom Tears.
PlayStation 1 version. I put it on the SNES Mini, and the part two so bloody expensive. I think I paid how much was it? That was at 35
So,
to close to 50. It's an expensive game on the PS2, Clonova 2, and they are giving me that game on the Switch. It's probably going to be digital for stupid cheap. Thank God people can actually play this.
yeah,
Clonova
definitely,
1 and 2
definitely.
coming
It's
to
worth it.
Switch on
I
July
need to
the
play
8th.
too, but yeah,
It's called
summer's going to be on fire for Switch, man.
and first thing I noticed when I saw the Klonoa opening, I noticed it was the Switch remastered version that they're bringing over. Because if you look at the original PS1 game, you can tell the sort of pixel art that they had in the first one is a lot more like polygony, diagonal,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
pixelated.
yeah,
It's got a nice
yeah.
charm. Whereas on the Wii version, they almost did like a almost like like a Streets of Rage 4 kind of a artwork, almost like a
Oh yeah,
hand drawn
the
kind
cell
of.
shaded. It was the cell
Yeah,
shaded.
it
Yeah.
looked a lot more colored and filled in, whereas the first one was on the PS1 was a bit more, I'd say, early 3D, but had a nice charm.
Yeah, it's
Um,
just raw polygons, man. Yeah.
so again, like even the Wii version was stupid expensive to buy, so I had to just download the PS1 version on the SNES Classic. Uh, so I'm just glad that that's out now for me to buy, hopefully physically, so I can now
Yeah, the
play the
franchise will
first one.
blow up.
I would
Yeah,
happily play the
yeah,
first one again. It was a phenomenal game. What a crazy
yeah, going
story.
straight up.
Brilliant platformer, very quirky style. Um, I wish it
Hmm.
came back with a part three. Who knows? They're doing one and two. They might do a
Yeah,
part
that's
three.
it. Everyone has to buy this.
Test the water, right? Test the water.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's it.
but there's a lot of like history about that where I watched on that show where I don't know if it will ever come back, but interesting story about why the third one never got made or what happened. It just fizzled out. But yeah, good to see. Um, Definitely worth buying and I'll probably just sell my PS2 one because I haven't played it yet, and there'll be no reason to keep it now.
That's it.
So
Straight
I can get back maybe £100.
up.
Unless you want to buy it, I'll sell it to you for 50. Cool. So okay, Portal 1 and 2 um, coming to Switch this year.
They're prolific games, aren't they? Portal, like people really,
I think so.
really, really highly praised. Portal's highly praised. So it's again accessibility, man. Like we might not even buy it or play it, but the fact that it exists is good for all types of players, man. The
Valve
curiosity, you can
Valve
try it,
games,
and yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Valve are
Again,
big. Valve are big.
I like variety, right? Valve is
That's
one of
it.
those Steam popular companies. I don't know if we ever had
Yeah,
Half-Life
Half-Life. Yeah, Half-Life is
ported over
massive.
to the Switch. I don't think it ever
No, no,
was.
no. I don't think it happened. But
So
yeah,
this
but
opens up
Portal's a
that
good
door.
sign. Portal's a good sign. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it. Portal's a massive good sign.
should get Half-Life. I mean, those are really old games. There's no reason
But
why.
they're still really super playable. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So
Yeah,
yeah, why not?
shouldn't have any limitations, as in they wouldn't have any
Support.
barriers because of like graphics, because it is an older game. It may have a lot of rework to be done, but I do like it, like when they do like like the Quake one and like I think Doom, all of the old ones, they all came over, and these are like some of them are like
Hmm.
Quake is that PC game, right? And they remade it for the Switch. It's just nice to get off that keyboard and mouse and have a controller official.
Yeah, 100%,
Like, I mean, I'm
100%.
not a PC gamer as much, right? So I personally don't understand keyboard and mouse. So I like the fact that they can officially port it with nice controls and allow a console gamer to play it with ease.
Yeah, straight up.
Telltale Games, The Wolf Returns. What is this game?
Yeah, it's The
The
Wolf
Wolf
Among Us
Among
too.
Us.
Like, The Wolf Among Us is a really good story, man. It was really good. It was really interesting. I only did part one, so I needed to do about, I think, no, I did two chapters. I just needed to get, I think it was five chapters in total in the
Say
original.
that again. You
But
sort of
yeah,
broke
like,
up.
Telltale, I don't know, like, on the PlayStation 3, I believe, is when I played Wolf Among Us. Yeah, like, it was good.
You completed
Good
the
little
first
story,
one.
but then obviously Telltale Games had that beef halfway through because they did it like The Walking
Beef.
Dead and stuff. They would release chapters at a time.
Hmm.
So it was like a slow release. They did the chapters over time. So
Yeah, yeah.
it was, I reckon it was all right. But it's one of those things that
I hate when they do
for that
that.
crowd, I think they'll be really happy. Yeah. So
All
we'll
right,
see. We'll see if it holds up. But
all right. This is a big one. This is a big one. Wii Sports people.
oh man, listen,
Nintendo Switch Sports. Play the
this
motion control
this is probably the
sports.
game alone that made the Wii kill it. This game was
So
free with the Wii,
made
but
the Wii sell over
everyone bought a
100
Wii
mil.
because of this game. This
Can
is the game that everyone had. Everyone loved to play on the Wii, and this one looks great because it's got the kendo. Like I love the sword fighting, and
hmm
volleyball looks really good. All the games that were there, I'm into, and having the later release, like obviously having the strap now, the leg strap, that's gonna make the football really hilarious.
They're adding like extra functionality for that, that leg strap that you bought for that
Yeah,
game. So it's good that they're
the
making you
Wii
use
Fit.
all the other peripherals. Volleyball is weird, hard to play. I mean, it's all about bowling, and the
It
fact
looks
that
awesome.
they're
Really is good.
eight
It's exciting.
player
Bowling's the
bowling,
killer. Yeah, I love bowling.
bro.
Oh man,
I'm a
it's
bit,
game
I'm a
over,
bit, I'm a
man.
bit, an-
This
I'm a,
when this comes out. What?
um,
What do you know?
29th of April. Is that? Yeah, I think that's 29th of April.
Yeah, that's my the Switch month. I'm gonna get the Switch that month, April payday.
Soccer,
I'm gonna
volleyball,
have that
yeah,
game. I'm gonna
tennis.
have that game straight
Bro,
away.
bro,
Straight away.
they got tennis, they got bowling. Um, who needs Mario Tennis? You got you got this, you know. What's next? You know,
This is the killer.
you
This
know
was the
that
killer.
that Nintendo one where they released for the Wii U. It was called Wii U something. You know, like the sports version that they made, or like the
Oh
sports.
yeah, they had the hang gliding and stuff like that. They had like really crazy. It was
I think it was called
the resort.
it was called Nintendo World or Nintendo Land.
Yeah, well, Wii Sports Resort wasn't it? Wii Sports Resort.
Was it Wii U Land or something? The one where you use your the handheld as well as the screen. It was like all of the Nintendo Land, Wii U Land or something party game. It was that their base
Yeah,
game
I
for
think it
that.
was. I think-
And Wii Sports also had a Wii Sports Motion Plus version, right? The part two. So
Yeah, that's what it was. The resort. Yeah,
I
that's
think
what
they're
it
gonna
was.
just basically bring those games over eventually with the new Nintendo Switch Manica, the name, which I'm happy about because
Oh, yeah, they've got a pass. Yeah, they got and now they've got these season pass system. They're using like for Mario Kart and things like.
getting
This will
rid of
definitely
getting rid
have a
of
season pass.
the bulkiness and the clunkiness of the Wii Motion remotes, getting it back to a fresh Switch audience.
And you got 3D. Remember, you got 3D Rumble, man. You got all these like
Yeah,
bonuses to add to the
and
game.
online, like they're really
Yeah.
pushing online. I can see that they're trying to incorporate online in every single game, which is what I want to see. Because if you're going to be paying for online, you need to make it valuable for us, not just a gimmick.
Yeah.
So like this is good. This is good. I
Yeah.
don't know
Straight
if
up. Straight up.
this would have been nice to be free to play, so that it's available to everybody. But it is what it is, right?
I hear you, but I think everyone will buy it. I think everyone will buy it. There's no doubt this
Yeah.
game will be bought.
You,
Like, I can 100% say that this is going to be one of those million sellers
Yeah. Like
for them.
forget bloody 1-2 Switch. This is the game that should have launched with the Switch, man. It's like I don't care if it's a remake, but
Oh, hey, yeah,
yeah.
maybe Switch would have got
1-2
bigger
Switch
sales. Yeah,
was
no, I get what you mean. But
it was advertised in the Joy-Cons, but
now's the time.
that's like a gimmick game. Whereas this one is a gimmick, but it is a popular gimmick. Like you would play this for
Oh,
hours and
100%. Yeah, the
hours.
game is,
Whereas
yeah,
I know
yeah,
people
straight up,
I know
straight
people
up.
that bought
Yeah.
1-2 Switch and don't play it. Like they're done with
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Wii Sports will always be, this new Wii Sports game will be brought up,
Yeah.
even if it's for like 2 hours or 1 hour. Like, everyone will bring this up first, play together. It's going to be
Exactly.
the massive party game.
That's the last one, was it? Anything else?
Sports Resort. And then, no, we should have a lot more releases.
What comes after that? I got nothing else. He goes into Xbox.
Um, if you go into his tweet, you should have.
All right,
If you click on his, yeah. If
let's
you
just
click on his direct tweets, you should have the whole list.
Wii Sports, No Man's Sky. Okay, forget that. Did we cover Mario Kart 8 receives paid DLC?
That's like the end. Yeah. Because
Let
when we
me.
had Live Alive, they revealed Live Alive,
Yeah, what do you think of that?
which is a super rare. It's a super rare game. It's one of those ones where like all those guys who used to emulate stuff back in the day and have like fan translations. Like
Hmm.
this is one we've always wanted. Like this is one of those mythological RPGs, man. Like we got this now. A lot of hardcore people are going to be attracted to that.
Hmm.
If all hardcore fans never had a Switch in the first place, they will own one now for these run of games, front missions, live alive. It's going to attract everyone. You got Triangle Strategy coming out, so it's literally become like an RPG lover's machine. The Switch,
Hmm.
it's gonna explode.
Okay. I want to talk about Mario Kart 9. I'm just really glad that they are remastering
Give me 8 year.
and they're adding
Yeah.
new levels. I see Paris. I see Paris. I see. I saw Coco Mountain remastered. I'm gassed. I wanted these levels forever. We got Mario Kart 8. We got Mario Kart 64 on the expansion pack. Extremely happy about that, by the way. Um, but yeah, was really happy to see that come through, and the fact that you now have obviously uh, Mario Kart, all of the games being on the actual. I think we lost Hassan there for a second, but
Okay, so there's a new.
can you
Oh
hear
no,
us?
I've got the. I'm just.
We
Yeah, I
lost.
can hear you.
We lost your
I'm
video.
just
We
looking
lost.
up.
Okay.
No, I'm looking up some more information. So it says 48 remastered courses from across Mario Kart series
Yeah.
will be coming to Mario Kart Deluxe. Okay, so
Bro,
the courses
48
that will
levels. It's
be.
gonna be so many. Um, it has to be like one from every single one, every single cup. I'm just, Maple Tree. Like these classic levels from Wii version of the game. Like the Mario Kart Wii had Maple Tree. You had like exclusive levels in Mario Kart 4. The fact that if they could bring all of those in the HD remaster format with the, like the help assist, so that kids can stay on if they wanted to have that on the Mario Kart 8, is definitely the all-rounder. You're getting all of the games in a newer format, and you don't really need to ever play the older games if you have all of the levels in this version, because essentially the levels are what make the game. Like the collection of levels are part of that game. If you think of Mario Kart Wii, you think of the levels in that game. If all of those levels are now available under this gaming format, so like the way the like the controls of this game, you can't say that it's worse than any of the other ones, right? This is the best. How do you,
Oh, definitely. Oh no,
what do you
I've
call it?
loved
Not
like
gameplay,
Mario
but
Kart
the
8 is.
mechanics, right?
I
The
know, but
way
you
the
can say
game.
this Mario Kart is the best Mario Kart, full stop.
It's the mechanics of the game, right? It's
Mario Kart
like
8 is the best Mario
they
Kart, full
made
stop.
like they polished it.
It's
It's the best, right? So the fact that they can apply that same polish and remaster classic levels, is there any need to ever revisit the older games if they've covered all the levels? Because the only reason I would have revisited the older games was because my levels weren't there, like the Cocoa
yeah,
Mountains.
but think about this now. This is why when they said Mario Kart 9 is coming and it's going to have a completely different gimmick, is because Mario Kart 8 covers everything in the past.
Yeah.
It's your complete racer. So
So
9 will have to be very different.
give me
So
fresh
9 will have to
levels.
bring something to you. Yeah, there we go. And it has to have a new gameplay swing.
Mm, mm.
So
And if
so
they
this is going to be
leave,
great.
if they
This is
leave, if they leave any levels out, I'll need to do like a video on this to find out all the levels. But if they leave any levels out in this game,
to find out, yeah.
best be
Yeah, count
known,
everything.
best be known is going to be the special cup in Mario Kart 9. If they leave any levels out, yeah,
Yeah. Well,
and that
that's the thing. That's the thing. You can't write them all off because you know that they're making a new Mario Kart, so
that's
you're
48 plus
gonna get more.
48. That's 90. What is that? 96. 96 levels in total. That surely must cover every single Mario game. I'm hoping.
I don't know because there's a lot of original Mario Kart 8 tracks. so it doesn't cover everything, I don't think.
Mm. Well, this is what I'm saying. They might. We'll have to see about that. Okay, what else is there? PH Schneider. What is
There
this?
was quality of life stuff. There was a new Project Triangle strategy demo
Yeah.
for people that were into that game, so they can get to test it some more.
Mm.
There's quality of life stuff, just more. The new hard mode for Metroid. Um, there was Cuphead 2, uh, and then it ended on Xenoblade 3, which is the confirmation of the rumors that there were going to be a new Xenoblade game. But we thought we were just going to get a teaser,
Mm.
when in fact we've got a complete game that's coming out in September, which is
That's
crazy.
pretty
Fully voiced,
mad. That's pretty.
whole new world.
I've
The trailer looks really cool. Nice character designs. Like it's amazing that that's happening.
I've got
Amazing
the Xenoblade Chronicles. Is it Xenoblade? No, Xenoblade. What's the first one? Remastered, definitive edition.
collection. Yeah, it's the definitive edition of
No, no, no. The very
Xenoblade Chronicles
first
One, and then you've got
Xenoblade. Is it Xenoblade?
Xenoblade Chronicles. Yeah, the
Yeah,
original
the first
definitive.
one. The guy with the sword,
It's
right?
Xenoblade Chronicles. The first game is called Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's called Xenoblade Chronicles. That's
So
it.
the Wii U version was the
So you got
part
Xenoblade
two,
Chronicles 2.
and the first one was the remastered one from the
Oh, no, no,
Wii.
no, no. See, this is the confusing one. The original Wii had Xenoblade Chronicles.
Is
The
the one
Wii
I
U
got.
had a spin-off title, Xenoblade
Ah,
Chronicles X. It's a spin-off title.
okay.
It was a MMO type game, which was my favorite. It's really, really good, but is yet to be ported because Takahashi said that it pushed the Wii U to the limit, and they don't believe they can put it on Switch without some limitations.
Mm.
So I'm assuming it's going to get a port on the next Switch
Switch
successor. It'll
Switch
get it.
Pro
They're saving it for that
Switch
because
Pro exclusive.
it ended on a cliffhanger.
So they want to make a part two
Yeah,
to
because
that.
it ended on a cliffhanger. So that's what I believe it's going to be the future thing. So on Switch you had Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which came out early in
S-
Switch's life, I believe, and then it had a DLC called the Golden City of Torna, I think it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah, the DLC was sold separately, and yeah, so those two, I've still yet to play them, which I'm going to get really involved with. I'm going to get the whole set
Okay.
and replay one, go do two in one go, and then three will be ready for me.
So Xenoblade 2
So
came out on the Switch, I believe,
yeah,
exclusively,
yeah,
and
that's
then
it.
then after that they released the definitive edition of the first one, which I like. The fact that it's a a muddy Wii 480p resolution game that they've now beautifully restored to a 1080p resolution for the Switch. I don't know if it runs
Well,
at
yeah,
that. I
yeah,
don't
it
know
looks
if it
brilliant.
runs at
Yeah,
that
it looks brilliant.
resolution because it
Brilliant.
is like a hugely massive game that they
Oh no,
had
I think
to.
it's 1080p on the TV and then 720 on the handheld mode.
I believe that there's a bit of limitation the way it runs. I think it's.
Oh yeah, okay, maybe.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it's
it's a
like a.
massive game. Massive game.
It's like a weird resolution, I believe, lower than 720p on handheld, and I think it goes to 720p or something on the
Oh, okay. Okay.
TV. I could be wrong, but obviously it looks a lot
Ah,
better.
okay.
But
Okay.
they had to sort of like cap it, I think. I heard about that. But I watched a review about that. I told you
Yeah.
I got gassed. Wood from BM Ups did a review about that, and he got me gassed about that. So, and
Nice, it's a brilliant game.
from
It's
the
a, yeah.
reviews, the second one doesn't really have the same sort of heart as the first one, and the variety that keeps it changing, so you don't get bored. So I'm gonna, so that's why I bought the first one to play, and I'll see where I go from there because it's a 100-hour game, and you know me,
Oh,
um,
massive. Both games are massive. They're huge. Yeah.
RPGs, the length of the games can sometimes get me off the game. I'll see how much it entices me. It will probably take me like probably 100 years to complete, but nah,
No, I
it'll
think that if
probably
you
be
just the thing is the job you do is
stick at it
if
every
you
few
just want to play
nights
an
before bed.
RPG and move it. No, no, just do the story, just the story mission.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
do the story missions and you'll get through on a shorter time. It's just because RPG fans do all the side quests, fight the hidden bosses, that clogs up the time.
Exactly.
But if you just go through
I'm
the story missions,
I'm not gonna be
you'll be fine.
trying to 100% complete it, so I will go for the storyline and go through that way. You know, the main storyline, and that's how I tend to play my games, and hopefully I enjoy it. It looks like something I'll enjoy, but I want to get into a bit more of these RPGs. I've taken
No,
your
no,
I've
value for
taken your
money. Very
advice.
value for money, man.
I want to
Yeah,
play
very
Chrono
value for money.
Trigger and Chrono Cross.
Yeah.
What other RPGs have I picked up that I want to sort of go through? I want to play Terra Enigma. Is it Terra Enigma? Got that.
Oh man, I love Terra Enigma. That is a
Yeah.
classic. But that's my favorite from
Basically,
that era,
the really big classics that are
the
like,
SNES era. Yeah,
and
yeah.
obviously, I'm gonna play Final Fantasy VII Remake when it comes out on the Xbox, the complete edition, 1 and 2. I will wait,
Big.
and
Yeah,
when it's all
yeah,
complete, I will get that, and I want to play that because again, such an iconic game. But this is how I get into
yeah.
RPGs.
Definitely.
Play the best ones, not ones that will waste my time, and let's see if I like it. I want to get into this. And obviously, the way they've changed the Final Fantasy VII into a more of an action-based RPG
Oh, it translates really well.
is
It
more what I'm
translates really well.
into rather than it being too much turn-based. I mean, I play in Pokemon, so that's turn-based enough for me.
Yeah,
Anyway,
true.
any final thoughts? Like, what's your highlights or for the?
The biggest surprise was Xenoblade 3. I think my highlights was everything. Wait, all right. If I have to pick one highlight, it is the Wii Sports. But I love the I love
You're a casual at heart, innit?
the fact that there was big. Yeah, but I love the fact that there was the hardcore RPGs, Front Mission, Live Alive, which is just shocking that they're even thinking about the Earthbound. Like,
I did
it's amazing
say
that Nintendo are caring enough to put
I did
those
say this is
rare
for
games
you.
out. So, yeah,
I
yeah.
did say
So
I did
it was
yeah.
hit after hit. And
Like
Xenoblade topped it off. So overall, amazing, amazing Switch
this
Direct.
is what I like about the Switch, right? The variety and the fact that they take all of the hardcore fans, they take the casual fans, and then put them together, and they don't leave anyone out. Because what the Wii U and maybe
Yeah, true. Good point. Good
The
point.
mistake that they made was that they left out hardcore gamers. They focused on the casuals. Casuals didn't deliver
Definitely.
and follow through, so they lost out on all the third party, and we had no third party games. In this instance, the Switch, you've got the third party support, you've got the first party support, steady flow of that, and then you've got all of the remakes, you've got the indie support, and you've got now a lot of casuals that have been sprinkled in, and now they're dropping hard.
Yeah, yeah,
Like the release, like the 38 games in one, or
yeah.
the 42 games in one
The
in
thing
the
is,
one.
what's amazing about this as well is they hit you with all these games that are coming out this
Mm.
summer to September, Xenoblade in September. All these games, if you decide them up, they will take a long time they'll keep you busy throughout the year. And they never dropped Metroid Prime, they never dropped Bayonetta 3, and they've not dropped Zelda. There's three other massive games. And to be fair, those can be put off till next year, and it wouldn't affect Nintendo because they've got a busy bunch of games there.
Yeah, like
So I believe they'll have one big hitter for the end of the year. Most likely Bayonetta 3, I think, will be saved to like end the year on like the big title.
the f- the
I
f-
do think Zelda's going to slip. I think Zelda's going to slip into 2023.
um, I don't really mind if it does, because if it wants to be completed properly, I don't mind because I've got too much to play. So my backlog is a
That's
lot.
my point
So
too.
I don't mind it slipping.
Across all our
Yeah,
consoles, yeah.
I bought the new,
So it is, yeah.
remasters
Yeah.
of the Zelda games on the Switch, and I need to play them. I haven't got a chance to play them yet, so I don't want this one to come out and add to
And
my.
also delaying it will give them a chance to make Twilight Princess out. It's not out, right? I'm pretty sure Twilight Princess is not on the Switch.
It's not, yeah. The HD remake, right? That needs to come
Yeah,
over.
so delay it. They need to put Wind Waker and Twilight Princess on Switch, and then that's
They're the two that's
complete the
left.
circle. Then do Breath of the Wild.
No GoldenEye, by the
Just put
way.
them on, and then let Breath of the Wild cook.
There
Oh
was a
yeah, that too.
lot of
See,
rumors
that
about
was that was
GoldenEye.
a ouch. Yeah,
There was a lot of rumors about GoldenEye. If they had done that, it
maybe
would
it's
have been
just
crazy.
rumors, man. Like we can't. They've given us enough.
Or maybe
Like,
they'll announce it at E3. But my days, like, it was so much good stuff that came out. I really enjoyed this Nintendo Direct. Absolutely loved it. And the fact that they didn't show anything on the big hitters, and I still loved it. Like, there's no Bayonetta 3, there's no Metroid Prime Trilogy remaster, there's no Metroid Prime 4, there's no Breath of the Wild 2, um, nothing like that, right? There's no GoldenEye, and
Hmm.
yet
Hmm.
I am not. I'm not left like I missed out on anything. I feel like they didn't show me anything that I already wanted. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of people out there that's gonna be like, oh, I'm disappointed about this or that, but come on, guys, like it's just the
They just said
beginning.
the
It's the
first
first
half of the year.
quarter
Like
or first half, right?
everyone needs to listen. Yeah, everyone needs to listen to that. Yeah, everyone needs to listen. To that it's just covering till summer.
It
Like
looks like
only custom when we get the winter direct. When we get the winter direct and there's not what you want, fair enough. Then go crazy. But they've pulled out auto stops to give you a
mm,
lot of games. Like I don't think people should be
yeah, like
upset
that
at all.
Cuphead
There's a lot of games they've covered here.
Cuphead remaster that we heard about is basically officially coming out on the Switch as well because obviously Cuphead is there. So again, brilliant stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
and you got two. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so what they've done is that they've gone through history and like old games and they remastered them for the new age, like to bring Earthbound 1 and 2. That is awesome. Like like we've had it
But
on.
even like for RPG fans, like
I
those
want
two in particular, yeah, you'd have to hunt really hard
part
for.
2.
Like,
I
and
wanted to play,
front mission,
and part 1 was never translated officially. I had a fan translation
no,
and put it
yeah,
on the
exactly,
SNES Classic.
exactly.
So the fact that they're both on there,
Yeah,
the fact that SNES Classic had the Earthbound, right, you sort of forget that it hasn't actually got released on the Switch because you just think, oh yeah, it only came out not too
yeah,
long ago.
there we go.
But
Yeah,
yeah, they haven't, and they haven't released it on the SNES Online, Nintendo Switch Online. So the fact that it's there. Oh yeah, by the way, no N64 online talk, no updates
oh,
to
more games,
online.
you mean?
Like there was
Yeah,
no
yeah.
talk about that, and still I feel like they gave me a lot to chew
But
on.
but they did say, which was a really good little twist to it, was
Mm.
for the Mario Kart fans, having the expansion plus means you don't have to pay for those 48 levels.
That's what I forgot to
I mean
mention
tracks.
about that. Brilliant.
Yeah, so
Um,
that was a good that gives another good reason to own it.
I
And
don't.
maybe that means more Nintendo games will give you the benefit of not paying
I,
for extras if you've got the expansion pass.
I'm seeing a pattern. It's like the evergreen titles, the really big sellers, the very big
Hmm.
Nintendo IPs, because both first IPs, Mario Kart and Animal Crossing, both sold close to 50 mil
Yeah.
each, right? It's like
Yeah, of course.
ridiculous
Yeah.
amounts,
Insane.
right?
Insane
And
amount.
it makes
Yeah.
sense. Like, okay, half the population of the that owns a Switch doesn't have the game, but the other half does. So you either you it's gonna be you either like want it or you don't need it. But now you've got both the biggest popular games on that free DLC, and it means that no one gets left behind. And
Oh, for
like
sure. Yeah.
I would have definitely bought those, but the fact that they were like £25 per pack would have been really expensive, and they could definitely make the money.
Oh wait, is it not? I thought I didn't realize it was 25 per pack, or is it the whole thing
Oh, I mean,
25?
I saw £25, but whether that was for
No,
every
I think it covers all
future.
the waves. I think
Ah,
it
okay.
covers all the waves.
So you
You
paid in
pay 25
advance.
just for that, Mario. But if you've got the expansion pack, you just
Yeah,
wait for it to download this year.
which is fine because it means that they're making money either way, and they're promoting a way to for you to pick up. Because now everyone's pretty much got a Mario Kart 8, right? So it means that
Yeah.
they're gonna now pick up Switch Online purely because they're saving that money. They're not having to buy that DLC. It means that everybody on my friends group that have online um, already automatically have that DLC, which means that they're not left behind when I want to play with them online. It's a more of a cohesiveness, like like not having people have separate DLCs, and it separates the
Hmm.
online fan base, right? Also, talk about Mario Kart 9 that you mentioned it, didn't they?
Yeah, it was
So
before this direct. Yeah, they said basically the only official source of information we have is it's being made and there's a gimmick that they're really proud of
I mean,
that will be very new to this.
Bloomberg or something said that, but did Nintendo actually
Yeah.
say it today that
Oh,
nine is
they
being made?
confirmed.
So it just basically means it's true.
They
It
confirmed that
means
it's being
that
made. So
it,
that report is true. So yeah, we've got to wait and see
yeah,
what this new gimmick is. But obviously, my prediction is they said that this season pass is going to last until 2023.
mad, mad.
That falls in line with the new successor for Switch coming out
Mm.
the end of 2023, 2024. That period of time.
I feel like
I think that there'll be crossover.
With Smash and with Mario Kart, they've maxed it out. It'll be crazy to see what they do next with those games, whether they start again
I mean,
or
what you can do is like
it's
with the
crazy.
new successor, like obviously its performance is going to be better. So the best thing they could do is just allow you to play those games
Like
in
forever,
like
forever
4K
keep
60,
porting it.
4K 60, like just better performance, better visuals, sharper visuals.
But that's the
That's enough. Like the gameplay's already there. You don't need to redo those games.
but that's the thing
You
though.
just
Like,
bring them out in better performance.
if it's such a popular game, surely they want to make another one. Like, you wouldn't just get.
Well, Sakurai, he said he's done with
It'll be
for
interesting.
now. He said he's done
We'll
with
see. We'll see what
Smash because
happens.
he poured all his heart into that.
Maybe he'll hand over the reins. Anyway, let's not get into that.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's not
Tell
get
him
into
talk.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know how long this video has gone on for, but I'm gonna just post it like this. I'm not gonna edit it. It's gonna get
Yeah,
posted
sweet. Yeah.
like this. So anyway, thanks a lot for joining me
Impromptu videos.
today. Yeah, I loved it. Really happy with that. Looking forward to a lot to play. When are you gonna get your Switch? Give us a
I'm
date
gonna
now.
get April for sure. April for
April,
sure
yeah.
because so Wii Sports lines up.
It's official. April, right?
So I'm not missing that.
Get
That's it.
get
Yeah,
that get
that's it.
that get that Switch Online bundle. On so to Switch Online,
Oh yeah, for sure, for
and
sure. I'm down.
we'll play some online games definitely. All right, we'll leave it
Yeah,
there. Thanks a
definitely.
lot for joining. Thanks a lot for watching, guys.
No,
If you've stayed right
sure.
till the end, let us know what your favorite highlights were of the Nintendo Switch Direct. What is it called? Nintendo Direct. Sorry, it's quite late here. By the way, it's almost
Yeah.
1 a.m. because in the UK we get it really late. Just how it works. But yeah, guys. Let us know in the comment section below what your favorite highlights were for the Nintendo Direct of February. Uh, it's the 10th now, but it was February the 9th, 2022. And what you're looking forward to, what you're gonna buy. If you had any disappointments, let us know. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
And until next
Definitely.
time, bye from me.
Cool. Take care.
Take it
See you.
easy, guys. Peace.